It's just another Sunday chill, y'all. Yeah, it's another Sunday chill. Just want to talk to y'all for a minute. I know this one's live. I'll check him back on the playback. Um, just wanted to talk to y'all for a minute. So I'm trying to I'm trying to stay cool, but I was looking up for adapters. And yeah, he's watching football right now. I'm busy right now. So, well, I've been looking at some gear and equipment, things like that nature. So, and I found out there was a new mic that came out. It's called the NZXT. I was watching those past couple of days and weeks. It's fairly on their market, but they have their own boom arm. It's sold out. It hangs upside down, but it has a built-in shock mount and an integrated pop filter. You know what they got that from? They got it from the HyperX, and they got it from whatchamacallit. They got it from they got it from the Razer Sire Mini. Man, like I feel like when they got those things like together and they took the idea, I think NZXT is trying to compete with streaming microphones since the pandemic and things like that. So I felt like they just was going to compete. But as you can see, I'm not worried and tripping about it. So I'm not even upset. But I'm not worried. And I was looking for adapters for my microphone to come out here and talk to y'all and things like that. But apparently I got a different type of Android. It's an LG. But for microphones and things like that, a lot of people said for podcasting, well, lavaliers and XLRs is the way to go. You know what I'm saying? And that's, it's for those. So what's going on, Degenerate Salute? And I feel like when you have those mics, I feel like it's all right. But I was like, well, damn, I try to get adapted for this damn thing. But I said, you know what? Nah. I have to look up for condensers. But I feel like this. When I saw that NZXT, I was like, and it cost like $130. I was like, what the fuck? They want that much for it? I was like, oh, hell no. But it comes in matted white, matted black. It looks stale as hell. When I saw that damn thing, I was like, here's the features they have. They have an integrated pop filter they stole from the Quietcast, and they also have the shock mount from the Razer Mini. Had a built-in shock mount. Now, when I saw that, I was like, man. And I saw those reviews. Everybody was happy about them. They was talking about, but I guess people don't do enough reviews on it in pictures. It's not even at stores. Yeah, you get it from their website. Another microphone ain't gonna be worth it now. Let's go tell you right now, another microphone ain't gonna be worth it now. Costs like $129, but like $130. It's cheaper than the HyperX, but it's not worth that. You know, I mean, it's got nice features. Don't get me wrong, they stole from the HyperX and the Razer Mini. I was looking at the USB. I said, man, you might as well get a Yeti at this point. And I was looking at what phones is good for Androids, you know, like condensers and things like that. That's not easy. I was thinking about it. It's not easy. Oh, shit. I get some sunshine. You know what I mean? I'll say this. Sunday's chill will be tonight. Yes, 7:50, things like that nature. You know, I'm kind of busy. Thank God someone didn't call me in the afternoon. I was on panels and shit. And that's the whole point. And that's the thing. But you know, I'm thinking about I might have to get the Quad S or something like that to get those. But we'll see. We'll see. Because I'm looking at extra stuff. Yeah, I'm getting some extra microphones too. I'll get a dynamic one and a another USB condenser, and that's it. I'm good on those for a while, and they'll get replaced. You know what I'm saying? Like these are just the future stuff of my content. I may invest in a studio or something, but you know I ain't got the means right now. I'm struggling, so I have to make what's due. You know, I started out. I didn't start out on no cell phone. No, I had options. So I was doing content from the computer and the cell phone. I was doing both, and I used to do a lot of pre-records. I transitioned. But I gotta say, I was looking for adapters. I said you can't even find them things. I saw one at Walmart. Like I didn't know what the thing they had the headset and the microphone. So okay, but it's an adapter. It's a splitter. I said, man, these splitters is just they're useless for one. But you know, I'm not hating on microphones or anything like that. I'm just throwing it out there. But I gotta find something for the condensers. That's the one I want. I ain't in no XLR type. You know, I'm not in no studio like that. I'm not in my situation. I was like, fuck no, not on that type of time. Cause I gotta fix what I gotta go on first before I even go to that level. You know, studio's one thing. That's why I'm wasting money on a damn studio. So yeah, man, that's just the problem with me. I have to find a niche somewhere to make it. So, you know, my channel is a little growing, but it ain't as growing as I want it. So I can't really trip off of the negative shit and all that shit. So, you know, oh, she got done. Yeah, she leaving for good. Her neighbor's leaving for good. Yeah, that neighbor's leaving for good. But you know, I've been getting some new things and new um what you call it, some gear and stuff. You know, just get my setup right and things like that and audio. You know, I don't cam up on those streams like that. You know, I'm just focused on audio thing. Let's go on, Pastor. Salute to you, man. But yeah, I've been looking at some things, get a few microphones there and there, but I don't care for no XLRs like that. I ain't got that type of setup. To me, setups don't fucking matter. If your messages ain't right, nobody's not gonna fuck with you. I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna have to repeat myself again, probably on the chill stream, because while I studied from YouTube over the years, most people don't care if you have dynamic stuff. I mean, dynamic mics is cool, but if your message ain't right, people ain't gonna fuck with you. And I shouts out to Red Sings the Blues. He said something very valuable how he grew his channel. And he's doing it the smart way, really. That's what I would have done. But see, he came in the game when podcasting became the norm now in the last couple of years. I mean, it's been around since 2012 in a small fragment, but he's starting to realize I got to do this now. Since 2000, I don't think he came in 2019 or something like that. He said 2 years ago. Okay, right around 2018, that's when streaming was extremely popular. See, it was popular, but it was popular on YouTube later on. But he realized something around the next year, 2019, before COVID, it became a thing. It was a thing, but it didn't become a thing until the next year when COVID hit. That's when people buy all these gears and stuff, but people been having gear for years. I mean, condensers is what's in right now, because now condenser microphones is now USB driven. You can still get a condenser on a capacitor and things like that a long time ago, but the USB condensers like the Yetis, they kind of decimated the market. A lot of people try to say it's for video games. No, it's for a lot of things. Streaming, voiceovers, music, plug and play, and just put it in. Yeah, they sound good. A lot of them sound good. Most of the USB condensers is kind of standard issue on YouTube. And what's going on, Sheila? And it's just like, I've noticed something. Why would anybody buy so much expensive equipment like that and then don't properly use it? You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times it's cool if you're trying to upgrade your content. I've seen people be successful with it. But you gotta understand something. When you get condensers, what I've learned and I've noticed, there's pretty decent ones out there. But one thing I've noticed, I did saw that stream, the Labor Day stream, and I enjoyed that stream. And I sound good on that Razer Mini. So that microphone itself, I'm gonna keep that. That's a smaller microphone. It's super cardioid, and I said that's something I would use on panels or during the day if I ever do day streams. That's the one I will stick with. But the HyperX that I got, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I use that one for nighttime. That's like my main go-to mic. But I have to have another go-to. You know what I'm saying? Like an extra one. But I was thinking about a dynamic. But I saw the dynamic USB, the Razer Elite. I said, man, it costs like $200. I got to see what it's going to be like on Black Friday. Because on Black Friday, I'm going to try to see if it's on sale. But a lot of people don't like the mic, but you got to talk directly into it. Don't see what it's like to have a dynamic stuff. But a dynamic XLR is expensive. I don't have a studio like that. If I did, the one I would get is probably, I wouldn't get the Shure, but I would get something similar to the Pod mics they got, but I'll get something better. I mean, they got Neumanns and things like that. But I will come to say is the only dynamic mic I like is the lavaliers. I like what Kuda had. You twist it on the knob and then you start speaking. That's something I would like. I mean, I'll invest in the lavaliers. I know lavaliers are, some of them are least expensive, but the expensive ones, that's something else. I mean, I think you can get those. But those USB mics are a little expensive too. Depends on the ones you get. But Blues microphones is a little overrated. But the best ones, me personally, I think by far, most people will say the Agri. And then you got your Nano. Nano's not bad. So yeah, man. So yeah. Not a problem, Tampa. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like when you get those mics, I was looking at them, I'm like, they're nice to have just for, for streaming and things like that. I'm trying to see what's just good for streaming. I already got one of the best selling mics right now. But they have another Quadcast, the S. That's the most. That takes a lot of power. But I'm looking for an adapter so I can use it for a cell phone. So I've yet to see one, you know. But I have to look. You know, I think there's XLRs and things like that. But that's what happens, man. That's what happens. I'm starting to see it for what it is. So I'm not surprised. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not surprised. So we got to see what's going on. But yeah, I was looking at some things, a few equipment and certain audios. I'm trying to get some different headphones, noise canceling. You know, we'll see, just to improve my stream so I can be efficient. Because you gotta have the right stuff to talk to people. So you know, I want my platform to be more efficient. You know, instead of just being a headset guy. Because when I started out last year as a panelist, I started using headsets. Not these what I got now. These are new. I had the small headsets. I had them heydays for like $10. It was reasonable. But yelling and screaming on the phone, it's like I agree with Kuda. That's ridiculous. And it's just like I feel like when you talk about the microphones and the gear aspect of the two, I did a series on the ribbon microphone versus condenser and dynamic. It proves my point. What's going on? Those microphones, I think I taught in the ribbon series. The ribbons are very delicate. They trick you with the dynamics. So the dynamics are a little overrated because of the XLR cables. I think a lot of people love them. It's because it's convenient. You have a studio and things like that. But 9 out of 10 people don't want that. They already got adapters for them and split them. And then you got some microphones that come with a USB if they're dynamic, and then they also have the XLR cable, and that's the Pro Elite. But see, I don't have that cable. You know, once you have an XLR cable, you good with that microphone. But it has also have the USB. So yeah, but USB's always been the norm. You talk about condenser microphones. That's just if you're streaming. Yeah, see, I YouTube self stream, so that's the thing. I don't worry about OBS and things like that. I mean, YouTube's not on that type of level. But panel streams, they just become, you know, more redundant at this point. I'm not even worried about it. But the Yeti, I saw one of those. They said one of them used the Android adapter, but that's something to look at. But I don't know if I'm gonna get a Yeti or not. But I'm just saying, I'm just curious about those microphones and all that. It's a lot of USB microphones that come out. I saw the infamous NZ I said earlier in the stream. That thing costs like $130. Like a lot of people say it's reasonable. It's reasonable, but not for that price. If you have a built-in shock mount, integrated pop filter, and the boom arms are sold out. So what's the point? It has to compete with somebody. They took the built-in shock mount from Razer, and then the other one, HyperX, with the pop filter, and it's shaped like a capsule. It's called a capsule. I'm talking about. It's a white and black microphone. Then they had the matted black and the matted white. So what we have here is the USBs is trying to be creative. Because dynamic microphones, they just don't cut it in today's YouTube. You have to be very sound, very topic trendy, and you have to be super efficient. So I don't get this point when people don't understand. Like, it's okay to have good audio. A lot of people use microphones and things like that, but I've noticed I should have used them during last year. You know, all this stuff. Shouts out to Kuda though. Yeah, I really upgraded my shit. So I had to. I had to. because otherwise I would be just like everybody else with headsets. And it's cool, but like I said, you gotta have a good message. Dynamic mics are good if you do have a message, they're good for a lot of reasons. But if you don't have a message, it's good to have all that. But I'm gonna reiterate what I'm saying. Dynamic mics can only take you so far. If the subscribers is tired of looking at boom arms and setups, they're gonna get tired of that eventually. Because what I've noticed about YouTube, most people would rather see with a Blue Yeti, and I've noticed that. I've seen this in a few streams around the space. I saw a guy, it was on RBR, and I think Big J was on his panel, right? I don't reference what he said, and he has a new mic too, but the white guy had like a black Yeti, all blacked out Yeti, a Blue Yeti mic that's black, right? He was talking about the way he had it suspended in the air, he had that thing around backwards. So Yetis, it's been around for like a good minute. They got the blue amber and things like that. So we're talking about proper microphones, man. USBs. I've been looking at them. So yeah, USBs is popular. I just don't see people investing in dynamic mics in the future because dynamic microphones to me is for professionals. I've seen a few podcasts. I've seen the one with Devin Wade. He had I think they had some Sures. They had some windscreens on theirs, and then they had clamps, boom arms in front of their table. It was on top heavy podcast or something like that, because it's a Jersey thing. And then it gets a little quiet and things like that. So yeah, man. Yeah, but condensers, that's for. I mean, you can use that for YouTube, gaming, all this stuff. And a lot of condensers is good for recording. And condenser is that raw sound. Now, if you like raw sound, get a condenser mic. I mean, some cost $100 here. They're a little expensive. Some cost $40. I mean, that Razer Mini that I bought, it was on sale on Best Buy. It was like $39.99, but it cost me like what, $42, 26 cents or something like that. I think I had to take it somewhere. But I do know the average Razer Mini costs $50. So you're good for the next 2 to 3, 4 years if you take care of them and get some arms behind it. Did the HyperX? I'm good on that. That's a good microphone. So that HyperX upgraded me in August 3rd. Once I had that thing, I said I started enjoying my content. I sound great and efficient, and I got a lot of compliments. And then when I started upgrading to the Sire Mini on September the 3rd, got it on the next day. Yeah, those are the two mics I got for now. I'm looking for a third mic. It's gonna be another USB mic. I don't know what to decide. At first I said G-Track, or do I want the Nano Blue Yeti? Because I never owned a Blue Yeti. And there's another USB mic that's pretty good, better than both of them. It's so many. I know Razer X is a cardioid, but they try to say that's super cardioid, but we'll see. There's a Solo Cast. It's another small microphone. Okay. The Quad S. That's the one I should have had first. But the Quad S is a good one. That's, if I see that on sale anytime, I'll take that over the G-Track and the Blue Yeti Nano. And the reason being is because I got 2 HyperXs now. Now I gotta look for a splitter. But then the next mic after that is gonna be a dynamic mic. It's gonna be a Razer brand. So I'm gonna have to have something. Once I have the microphones that I want, I'm gonna keep those for a while until I get a studio or boom arms and things like that. I'll be using it way more. So yeah, I ain't got no problem with microphones. issues and gain knobs and things like that. But the one I would say is I was thinking about getting the G Track. You know what I'm saying? But if the G Track's on sale, I'm definitely getting that. That's a bigger microphone. And that's gonna do some damage in the sphere. So we're gonna see who had the better audio skills and talking and presentation of your subjects. Make me enhance better. But the Quadcast, I love that thing. I love that red microphone. I just gotta find a proper mic stand. I'm good, and then I'll use the Quadcast S for a while and just keep it. You know what I'm saying? That's probably what I'm gonna do. If the Quad S gets lower in Black Friday sales, I'll take it. It's an expensive microphone for now, but the prices will vary. It'll drop. So what you got is proper mics that but I was kind of leaning towards the Yeti Nano. Just use it for streaming, just for the morning, so I can have two of them. You got the Razer, and you have that. But they're Windows microphones. See, I have a Windows laptop too. I'm thinking about getting another Windows laptop too, because those microphones is compatible to Windows or Xbox. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. When you think about the Blue Yetis and you think about the Razers, they compatible to Windows. So yeah, this is gonna be one of those things you get used to. So I feel like when you're there, you're there. So I understand that a lot of people have a thing against microphones and audio and things like that, but I just like, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But that's just me. If you get microphones like that, that's the ones you got to stick with. But yeah, when I saw that NZXT, that's a good microphone. That's like what, 130? It had two features I like about it: the built-in shock mount and the pop filter. And that thing does not need a pop filter. It's already built in for you. And if it's a good microphone and the thing comes off, put it on the boom arm. That right there is a great sign. That's a great sign. That's gonna be, let me tell you something, the HyperX and the Razer series that has built-in shock mounts, the super cardioids and the polar pads, that's your standard USB mics. They're gonna get better and better each year. But the dynamic Razer Elite, the one everybody don't like, give it a 3.9 star, proves that it's not a bad microphone. It should be better than what it is, but that's just me. That's the one I will probably get on the Black Friday sale. If they have that on sale, I'd get that. That would be like my fourth mic. It'll be my first dynamic, version of that mic, but it's USB, so I need some. I don't need an XLR because I don't have a studio like that. I'm not trying to make music or anything. I'm just streaming, talking about topics and things like that. But when I get a certain level, I'll think about go to the studio level. You know what I'm saying? Because dynamic mics, that's for professionals. Because when you get into the dynamic mics, you got to learn how to take care of them, especially if you're getting XLR cables and learn about them. You also have to get so many dynamic microphones that work for you because you're buying mics at this point. You're not just buying cameras if you're podcasting. Cameras are important. They're great. It's a great investment. But I'm not going to rush to get a camera. That's easy to do in Best Buy, and I'm not going to sleep on it. It depends on your presentation. Because everybody's presentation ain't the same when you get mics. Because people using them for audio. 95% of the manuscripts got audio issues. They try to say it's the Borg stuff. No, it's audio. It's how they sound and how they cadence their presence. And with their presence, they do some damage. So yeah, man. It's just a quick live, but I'm not even worried. But I'll be back. Hold on. My brain is rattling. So yeah, I was talking about the microphones and things I've been looking at. Just adding another piece of audio collection. I get a mics on deck on my end, and then I'll have some, and then just get some boom arms and things like that, or mic stands to get a feel to it. and try to use for the cell phone. Get some splitters. Because I got two mic. I have one mic is compatible to Windows right now. That's the Razer. That's the small one. But the Razer X sounds nice. I don't know. But if you think about it, a lot of people say get you a regular Yeti. A regular Yeti's nice. So the Yeti X. But the Yeti X looks just like the Nano. That's the similar. It looks the same thing. But a lot of people just don't want to upgrade their mics. I know how to use microphones now, thanks to the Quadcast, HyperX Quadcast, the original. Now the S is good. The S is good. It takes a lot of power. I got the Quadcast. When Kuda talked about it, and I say he was the first ones that mentioned it, but the guy's Quadcast is good. I chose to pick it because Raven and a few other guys, and I saw a lot of reviews on how good it is, and I looked at Random Frank P. Yeah, he's the one. It was like a strong recommendation because they try to say it wasn't a good mic. Some people say it is, up and down, and it's a decent mic. But once it ain't short, just turn the game knob down. That's the secret. But yeah, I've been talking about equipment myself, and it's a huge upgrade for my content. So I had to look what I need to my surroundings. But once I have it on a cell phone and a split, I can talk to you with a microphone. I can talk about a lot of things what I want. So I don't know. I might get a dynamic XLR. You may never know if if I have an XLR cable and things like that. Yeah, I would. I don't see what they're like. Then you put it on the charge and things like that. An XLR cable. Get the juice. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But shout out to everybody that came through. Degenerate Pastor, Sheila. It's her first time coming through. That's okay. She must be a new subscriber. And yeah, man. That's all I got. I'm just chilling, man. Enjoying the weather and things like that. I've been chilling. I saw a few streams and it was crazy. But shouts out to Red. I'll talk about him tonight. What he said about content and things like that. And this goes back to evergreen versus stagnation content. We're gonna talk about that tonight. So with that, I'm gonna say peace.